Welcome to The Explainer. When we think of being resilient in a disaster, our minds probably jump to things like reinforced bridges or sophisticated early warning systems. But what if the most critical infrastructure we have is actually inside our own heads? Today, we're going to peel back the layers of what really makes us resilient, starting with the person, moving out to the community, and then finally connecting all of that to the technology that supports us.
So here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll get into the psychology of survival itself. Then, we'll see how that personal strength helps build a kind of community shield. From there, we'll look at the tech that helps protect all of us. And then finally, we'll peek into the future of resilience. So let's dive right in.
So think about it. Is it a bridge? The power grid? Nope. The very first thing that's really put to the test is the human mind. And that's what this is all about. Reframing resilience as something we build from the inside out. It doesn't start with concrete and steel. It starts with our own psychology.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of this human impact. Because, how we think and feel when we're under extreme pressure isn't just some side effect, it's the first domino. It dictates literally everything that comes next. And we need to be really clear on what trauma means here. It's not the event itself, the earthquake or the storm. Trauma is the internal response. It's that moment when our own personal ability to cope just gets completely overwhelmed. It's a deeply psychological breaking point. And these symptoms, they can create this quiet secondary disaster that goes on long after the crisis is over. We're talking intrusive thoughts, avoiding certain places, being constantly on edge. These aren't just feelings. They are massive roadblocks that can stop someone from functioning, from working, from connecting with the very people they need the most.
But here is where everything pivots. And this is so important. Our first reaction to a disaster might be instinct. But our recovery? That is not. The ability to cope is a skill, and just like any muscle, you can train it, you can practice it, and you can make it stronger over time.
So what does training that skill actually look like? Well, it's not about just toughing it out. It's about using active strategies, things like deep breathing to calm your nervous system, physical exercise to burn off stress, and maybe most importantly, leaning on your friends and family. Honestly, even something as simple as getting back into a daily routine can be incredibly powerful.
And all of that is built on these 5 pillars: knowing what you're feeling, managing those feelings, staying motivated, understanding others, and connecting with them. This is basically your personal resilience toolkit. Mastering these is how you navigate a crisis, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you too. Okay, so let's zoom out to the next layer, because having individual coping skills is absolutely vital, but it can only take you so far. Real, lasting resilience, that's a team sport.
And this is where you see that huge shift, right? From me to we. Individual coping that strengthens one person, but community resilience, that's built on our social networks, on shared resources, on just trusting each other. That creates a shield that protects the entire group. This is where real safety gets forged.
Schools are a perfect, real-world example of this community shield in action. A truly safe school isn't just about locked doors and cameras. It's a whole ecosystem. It's a mix of the physical building, but also crucial training, direct psychological support for students, and getting the entire community involved. Each one of these pieces makes the others stronger.
And this quote just absolutely nails it. After a disaster, knowing you're not alone, having people you can turn to, whether it's for a place to sleep or just someone to talk to, that is one of the most powerful defenses we have. That sense of belonging is a primary shield. All right, so we've gone from the individual to the community. Now let's zoom out even further. Because beyond all of that, there's this huge technological safety net that's designed to protect all of us at a massive scale. And modern warning systems are so much more than a single siren going off. They are these vast, really sophisticated networks. You've got seismic sensors for earthquakes, public health systems watching for outbreaks, chemical sensors for industrial accidents. It's like a constant technological watch over all kinds of different threats. But here's the catch. For any warning to actually work, every single link in this chain has to hold up perfectly. The sensors have to spot the threat, the computers have to analyze it right, the alert has to get to everybody, and then people have to actually know what to do. If any one of those points fails, the whole system can break down.
So, where is all this headed? Technology is evolving at a wild pace, and it's completely changing our strategies for how we build resilience and stay safe.
You can see the trends pointing toward a future that's way smarter, faster, and more connected. We're talking about using AI to predict where a disaster might hit,
using GIS to map its impact in real time, and even using crowdsourcing to get updates directly from people on the ground. For the first time, we're starting to see the full picture like never before.
But, and this is probably the most important point of this entire explainer, all of this amazing technology, the AI, the sensors, the satellites, at the end of the day, it's just a tool. Its only purpose is to support the real foundation of resilience we started with, strong people and connected communities.
So this question really brings our whole journey full circle. As our technological shields get more and more advanced, the big challenge for us is making sure our human connections don't get weaker. How do we balance these incredible high-tech solutions with the high-touch support that only we can give each other? That right there is the key to our future resilience.